okay, so you have to check your wallet, check your balance. How much USDC do you have? Okay, just double check that you've got enough gas on whatever chain it is that you're going to make that swap. Okay, cool. And now I'm going to go and find a product that I use. You probably got it bookmarked. It's probably like Uniswap or CowSwap or whatever, 1inch or whatever. And so you're going to go to that. Okay, then you go and you perform the swap. And, for you, maybe it's an aggregator if it's just using some aggregation. I don't know if you care about $10, but if it was a much bigger value, you probably want to double check where it's being routed through, what liquidity it's being routed through. And so there's all of these various different things that you have to do to be able to then perform that swap. And it's so much cognitive overload. And so for the crypto natives, we're so used to it and we probably take it for granted. And maybe we even kind of love that because it's a skill that we've learned. But like the rest of the world that want to use crypto, they don't want that. Like they don't need that. Like they don't need to be, knowing the inner workings. So with our product, it would be just very much like, nope, cool. You got 10 USDC. You want to swap it for, I think you said bonk or whatever, but you want to swap it. And like I said, in 99% of cases, no one cares, especially when you already trust DeFi app at that point. And as we get more brand recognition, people just out the gate, they'll just trust the brand and they'll be like, I know this is going to work, I know this is the best, I don't need to know more. And that's great. They're just mindless swapping one after the other, assets to assets. Behind the scenes, it's going across various different chains, it's performing all various things, it's using this provider or that provider depending on how cheap or fast they are, and they don't have to care about it. They can be totally oblivious to it. And that's great. Like that is just seamless. That's what seamless is all about, right? But for those who still, want to see what's going on and have a little bit of control, they can double click into it and they can see that route. They can see exactly where their USDC is going from, what provider it's being used, what chain it's being bridged to be able to get into, ARB or whatever it is that they're buying. And yeah, and that's progressive disclosure. It's like that information, that route is only there if they choose to double click and they're looking for answers. But if they're not, and again, 99% of the cases, usually people aren't, they're pretty oblivious to it. They don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
They just get the job done.